Sometimes I find surveys in the wild, so to speak, that are actually pretty good. So I wanted to share an example of a question I was asked that, like, it's not bad. It's not bad, y'all. I did a pretty nice job. So this is from an app called Lumen. They do just like meditation through storytelling to help you sleep. I really like it. It's cool. And so this was the question. It says, have you used any of the following mindfulness apps? So a few things I love, like right off the bat, choose as many as you like. You know, when it's a question where I might have used more than one, amazing to have the option to share that with you. So I really love that it says choose as many of you as you like. I can check multiple things. I love that right at the bottom, it has an other option. So if I've used a mindfulness app that doesn't show up on this list, I can tell you I've used something different. So like overall, feeling pretty good about this question. There are two tiny changes that I would make. Again, like I don't think this is a bad question, but just to one, make it a little more user-friendly, and like two, slightly more accurate. Here's what I would do. This little option right here, I never used a mindfulness app, really should be the first option. Like it bothers me that it comes like they're like, here's a mindfulness app, breathe. Then it's like, I never used a mindfulness app. And then it's like the mindfulness app. And I'm just like, ugh, like just put that at the top. If I've never used a mindfulness app, let that be the first thing I read and can select. Would definitely recommend putting that up first. It's just going to make it easier for people, and let's make things easy for people when we can. Now, I don't know how they came up with this list of mindfulness apps, but as I was going through it, I was like, oh, the two mindfulness apps that I use the most aren't on this list. I use Aura and then also Insight Timer. And that just got me thinking, like, obviously I would check other in this instance, but depending, like maybe they picked these apps because they think they're their biggest competitors or whatever, and there's a rationale. But generally, if I was going to ask a question like this, I would probably like go into the app store and look at rankings and be like, okay, I want to pull like the top 10 most downloaded mindfulness apps and use those here to like choose my answer categories. So just really have like that rationale, like, why did you include waking up? Well, because it was on the like top 10 downloaded mindfulness apps. So just another like tiny little thought. The last thing I want to note, and this is really about like survey coding for anyone who's interested in this, is that if I were to have an option like B, I never used a mindfulness app, I would definitely want to be on a survey platform that lets me make that answer choice exclusive. What that means is that even though it's a question where I can choose as many things as I want, if I select B, I cannot pick anything else. I like having that little safety there because if I say I've never used a mindfulness app, I shouldn't also be clicking on a mindfulness app.